for getting weirded out by my boyfriend talk. By my boyfriend, by my boyfriend's talk with his younger sister. Okay. I'm gonna sound dumb saying this. Let's reread that. Am I the asshole for getting weirded out by my boyfriend's talk with his younger sister? Got along. So someone saying sorry if my parallels, if what he says isn't clear. My boyfriend, 27, has a younger sister, 18. He was the one who raised her after their parents' death 9 years ago. Ow. Ow. You are barely an adult. 18. Not even in the US. And you have to raise your own sibling that is 9 years old under you. I was setting up a new coffee machine when I heard them talking. His sister was telling him about this guy from college that she met a few months back and that they are planning to meet next week. She told him that they will do the do, and that she's been nervous about that. That would be her first time. She asked her a lot of questions about her feeling. He asked her about a question about her feeling, the guy in their relationship. He then told her that it was okay to feel nervous, that she does not have to rush things if she does not want to. She said that she likes the guy and that they already had their first kiss and that he never pressured her into having anything more. It was more like her idea. Her boyfriend, the boy told her that if she was feeling uncomfortable for any reason or no reason at all during the activity, she could say no without giving any explanation, and if she does not want to, he encouraged her not to be afraid of setting boundaries and then forcing them. He told her that these kind of activities are supposed to be fun and it's something that she should also enjoy and not just put up with to make the guy happy. Honestly, for now, everything he said there is top-notch father recommendation. Like, that's the kind of talk you want to have with your kids and with your girl if you have to have them. Like, eventually comes a moment where this is starting to interest them, and this is all the best thing you could say. Later that night when we went to bed, I told him that I overheard their whole conversation. Told him it was honestly weird for a guy to discuss that with his little sister, especially the part about the enjoyment for herself. He got furious at me. He sarcastically told me that she was right and that it wasn't his job but his parents, and that they have been lazy to wake up from their grave to do so, that he had to give her the talk about puberty, sex, and protection when she was younger, even if it made him very uncomfortable, but it was better than letting her learn incomplete or wrong information somewhere else. Like, this is exactly why we need sex ed in school, just so that like the basic stuff is covered. I love how, I don't know who's your boyfriend, but honestly, you have a 27 years old that took care of his little sister for 9 years and even took the time to have the maturity to have those talk with his little sister without like living the fact that he was also his sibling. Stop that. You have a golden boyfriend. Like, that's a wonderful human being you found yourself. Even if he was sarcastically answering to you and being like a little cynical about the death of its parent. Unless it goes like crazy, keep that thing. It's a wonderful human being. This is what you want from a man. I'm really sorry, guys. So, like, we're teaching kids about red flags. Those are green flags for me. He told me that he didn't want to have that conversation earlier, now that his sister has grown up, but he couldn't dismiss her when she trusted him enough to talk to him, and that if he had refused, she would be reluctant to talk to him in the future if something happened. He has the maturity of a parent that already had kids. Like, at 27. He then told me it was weird and creepy to sleep in bed with a woman you weren't married to and went downstairs. That's weird. That part is weird. When I woke up, I found a text from him saying that he was going to spend the day at the beach and not to worry about him if he doesn't text back. That's fine. Like, he needed some space and some moment to think. This is so unlike him because he never has been the passive-aggressive type in any of our past argument. Even if Eden won, he was always reasonable. But I felt like he is overreacting over nothing this time. Why the hell? No! No! He just needs to think. She just shared her feeling and her honest opinion like they would agreed to when we first met and always did. Okay, that's perfect. I even told him that I could talk with his sister if he doesn't feel comfortable. Like, no, this is not what he wants. He's like, this is part of my responsibility. I want to deal with that. But he also needed a time just to think. Like, this him, like, going to the beach and not to worry about him. It might just be him needing one day to take it off, just to take his mind and be, I don't want to think about anything. There's no real asshole there, but like if there is to have one there, it might be you questioning the use of that, because like the talk he had was probably this there, like this is probably the most perfect recommendation you can do to your kids, girl or boy, or any other non-binary wonderful human that are out there. So yeah, even in the way he dealt with that, there's the sarcasm, but like even I would be super sarcastic about that in its place. So like, you have an absolutely wonderful boyfriend. How the hell do you come here to ask me if you're the asshole? Yeah, you're not strongly the asshole, but like you're a little bit the asshole because you're questioning that. This is absolutely wonderful. Like, that's one of the best parent conversation I've heard, like I've ever heard to a young lady. I'm just like flabbergasted. If every dad would be able to have this kind of talk with his daughter, we would have way less daddy issue in the world. I have no idea at which point. It's maddeningly perfect. You're the asshole. He stepped up to care of his sister and you shit all over that. His advice was solid. He probably had to invest a lot of energy to have a conversation that must have been awkward for him. And this is what he gets. Please be more considerate. Like, honestly, the greenest flag in the world. Yeah. Like, everything here. Perfect. This is the kind of tip that I have to give in my class to children. This is teacher talk there. But it's even better because there is a relationship that is extremely solid between those two, and the talk she just had will follow her. It's just perfect. Okay, guys? So I'm not even lacking sleep at the moment. I'm just like, I'm flabbergasted at how perfect this is. So yeah, she's not a big asshole for that. She just shared the fact that she was not having good feeling about that super like warm and strongly emotionally felt discussion they had together. But like, yeah, okay. To put that into question, let's say you have baby with that man. You know he knows. Like, you know he knows how to interact with his own children's. This is magical. This is perfect.